Okay, in chat, I was wondering what change would you like for Millia to be able to play her only? I mean, I don't really know. I would just like her to have some more return on stuff overall. I don't use the word a lot, but like meta is always gonna have some stupid shit. So if it ends up like, let's say another patch where she's like fine, but like not like super good, and there's stuff that she loses to, then I'm still open to playing other characters because the field in tournament is too big. Like for example, it's still pretty likely that Potemkin would beat Millia. Let's say they only just tweak a couple things. So I still need Axel to fight Potemkin, right? For season 2, I'm gonna be much more like, let's try to never be disadvantaged like ever to help in tournaments, because these aren't Japanese tournaments. Like I don't have to play one character. I can play more than one character if I had to. So yeah, like she would just have to have like something mega busted if I was only gonna play just her. Do you have to commit to character in Japan? That's a topic for today's video, kind of. One of the reasons why the main mentality even exists is partly because of Japan. Because in Japan, it's single lane best of one. So if you lose one game, you're just done. So you just have to play the one character. And a lot of rule sets have like you can't change your character during the tournament. But then also like the way the games were, it also kind of supported you playing only one character, you know. I'm wondering if Millia could have a better synergy with the wall. I mean, it just depends on like that's the thing. That's why I don't think about like new patches too much. Like you don't really know what to do until they give you new stuff. Like though I could only speak in like just like the clear cut based off what we know. I'm like super committing to just like as a competitor to just try to not be in a disadvantage anymore, especially in Guilty Gear. I think I've had this problem in Guilty Gear more than any other game because I played Millia and Exert also, and like Rev 2.0 was like 2.1 is fine. Unfortunately Dragon Ball was out, so I didn't compete in 2.1 that much. But 2.0, like I was in the abyss. Like if I was doing YouTube the way I was now back then, it would just all you'd do is see me bitch and cry about her for like a year and a half. Where now I don't really want to do that. So I've been thinking I should just treat this like a trading card game and just have like my 3 decks. I got my mixed character, I got my mid dispenser, and I got a zoner, and then like one of them should be just a character I like, and then the other 2 should be one of, if not the best version of that, and then like that's it. And the only reason I'm not doing it this patch because I think it's just too close to the end of the season. So like this is me being real. That's why sometimes I meme and I say I'm not good. Like anytime I win, it's top tier shit. Always top tier shit. All the people who win Evo, they all play S tier shit. It's only Guilty Gear I have character problems because the game is capped. I only like this character, and the top 2 characters I hate, so I don't want to play them. But we gotta stop. We gotta stop doing that. If I'm paying money for tournaments, I have my fucking 3 decks, just like Magic. I got my fucking blue deck, and then I got my blue and black deck, and then I got my fucking green deck. I just don't be disadvantaged ever. At least in Strive, everyone's all trying to pick top tiers, but like most other anime games, everyone's just trying to do it old way. Nah. If let's say they were like, we are patching this game in December, that means I would play Millia, HC, and Geo. HC is the clear choice to play as a zoner. This is the auto battle character, right? Like Axel, I really only play him because I just hate Potemkin. I want to use Geo against Kai. I might use Geo against Soul. I'm using Geo against Chip. Leo, maybe. Ram, maybe Gold Lewis. No, but there's a bunch of matchups I want to use Geo in. Then there's some where it's like definitely Millia, right? Like definitely Millia, definitely Millia, definitely Millia, definitely Millia, definitely Millia, definitely Millia, definitely Millia. Like the characters complement each other pretty well. There's some crossover, but not a lot. Like let's say season 2 drops like Friday, right? Or like Monday. So it would be start with Millia, see what's new, play a lot, but then scope out what other people are doing with characters in the other lanes. The mid dispenser stock has gone so high. Like high key, I used to think mid dispensers were trash. Just like, I mean, I play Blaze Blue, so it's so hard to win like this way in Blaze Blue. Starting in like Dragon Ball, they start just juicing up these fucking characters. So the main theme of when I want to play Geo is Millia has a lot of matchups where the neutral game is like technically fine when you look at tools versus tools, but when you look at risk return, it's not good. This match, the neutral is fine, but the risk return when you get hit is pretty fucked up. And same with Kai, like the shit he hits you with, he always knocks you down with Stun Dipper, and Stun Dipper is always in your face. Like, he's just always in your face, can't move. You basically have to just try to IBFD. Where like Mei, for example, you might be like, well, what about Mei? Mei's return is way better than Kai. But the thing about Mei is Mei can't catch me. Mei has really good moves, and she's really good at counter poking. but she can't like actually get to me. So I could just like move around her, you know, like she's a flaming ball of spikes, I guess, and just avoid spikes. So Nago is the same thing. So like Nago has better return than these two, but Nago can't catch Millia. Or like Jacko has some fucked up shit, but she can't. It's hard for her to catch Millia. It's hard for Tesman to catch Millia. It's hard for Viking to catch Millia. Like some of these characters have fucked up return if they hit me. At least I'm not constantly engaging with them. Where like Chip, you always have to engage on his terms, and like his return's always been yours. Soul, same thing. Ram, same thing. All the matchups I want to use Geo is like, this is probably the biggest point, is like I have to play neutral on their terms as far as risk return, which means like the opponent just starts wilding on you. Like they just start doing crazy shit. They don't care about what I'm gonna hit them with, but I have to care what they're gonna hit me with. You know, most people cry about Happy Chaos buns, but Millia actually doesn't give a fuck. Like, if it wasn't for the gun shit, I think Millia would just fuck him up. It's a lot of, like, humbling myself, too. Like, stop thinking I'm nasty. Am I really nasty for winning a bunch of majors with, like, the best character NBA, PS2, best character Persona Vanilla? So you can take those 2 games off immediately, right? Because I'm literally playing the best character. Blaze Blue, it's mostly using the best character or one of the best. I didn't win shit in BBCT. Then BBCS when it took a while, but I was just improving there, so it's fine. So then from there, it's like I'm either winning with Lychee, who's like top 3, Lychee who's top 5, Valkanine who's top 2, Kokonoi who's top 1. So it's okay, cool, all skill, right? Exerd, I could give it to myself a little bit because I close with Rev 2 Millia and she sucks. Like she fucking sucks. Like I don't let anyone else, because none of the other Exert players played Millia in Rev 2. So they will tell you it's fine because everyone hates Millia. She was not, this is the quote me, she was not a good character. The early ones with her, that's when she was still S tier. And then Dragon Ball, anytime I win stuff, it's when I play S tier teams. Or anytime I win or come close, it's always with S tier teams. Always with S tier. No, like, what the fuck was it? I was playing Ginyu 16, you know? I was playing some bullshit. Your opponents can pick those characters too, fam. Don't discount yourself. I'm just saying how it is. Like in Dragon Ball, there was a time where I was like, why can't I win in Dragon Ball? Like legit. I was like, is Dragon Ball just a bad game, or am I doing something wrong, or do I not understand this type of game? What I ended up concluding after like I spent a whole year on this. While Dragon Ball is capped, it's not a bad game. Like it's not the game's fault. It's I cap really hard. Like I played so much nonsense. Part of it is like I gotta humble myself, bro. Like I have to play good shit. It's not even about being a tier 4. It's like if you really want to close that shit, you gotta play good shit, dude.